A dramatic video captures the harrowing escape of a driver whose car spun 180 degrees after clipping a truck on a motorway. The incident, which occurred on the Mumbai-Ahmedabad highway near Valsad, Maharashtra, shows the car narrowly avoiding a head-on collision with an oncoming vehicle before coming to a halt, perilously close to mounting it. The reckless maneuver was caught on a dashcam as the driver, later identified as Rohit Patel from Vadodara, attempted to overtake a lorry. As he passed, his small white van clipped the truck's rear, sending it spinning into the outside lane and facing oncoming traffic. Fortunately, the vehicle behind, which recorded the footage, managed to stop in time, and no injuries were reported. Shaken, Patel exited his car and conversed with other drivers who had stopped after witnessing the miraculous escape. Passengers also stepped out to assess the damage caused by the jolt. The video quickly went viral on social media, sparking widespread condemnation of the driver's actions. Many urged caution and stressed the importance of avoiding reckless overtaking to prevent similar accidents. One user remarked, "This guy needs a ban. Who issues licenses to such reckless drivers?" A bystander, capturing footage of the rain, inadvertently filmed the astonishing moment a two-story building collapsed, seemingly sinking into the ground. Within moments, a dozen local businesses and a residential flat were destroyed as the structure caved in, a result of heavy rainfall and overflowing sewage. The dramatic incident occurred after a day of relentless downpours in Zitácuaro, a city in the western Mexican state of Michoacán. Despite the destruction, local authorities confirmed that no one was injured, with the damage limited to buildings. Images from the scene show vehicles navigating the flooded road as the collapse unfolds. One van driver slowed down, staring in shock as the building crumbled before his eyes. Only 4 shop fronts remained intact after the incident. Civil protection teams quickly arrived to secure the area and assess the stability of neighboring structures. The collapse comes in the aftermath of Hurricane Patricia, a Category 5 storm that struck Mexico's Pacific coast before dissipating on October 24th. The hurricane's devastating impact was felt across Michoacán, Colima, and Jalisco, with damage estimates exceeding $200 million. Nearly a week after the storm, its full toll is still being assessed. Surveillance footage captured the terrifying moment a massive explosion tore through a karaoke parlor in Changde, Hunan Province, China. The blast occurred just after 5:20 p.m. local time, according to People's Daily Online. Authorities suspect the explosion was caused by a gas leak. The incident happened in a karaoke bar attached to a hotel. In the video, the building is seen erupting violently, with shattered glass flying in all directions. Smoke billows from the wreckage, and the explosion caused additional damage to a nearby bus and taxi. Government officials quickly arrived at the scene to investigate. Their initial findings confirmed the blast was the result of a gas leak. This disturbing dashcam video was recorded by a driver at around 6 p.m. on November 9th of 2024. He was driving in the fast lane, and it's even written on the road express lane, so you don't really expect people merging in unless they will also go faster than the others. I don't know what car he was driving, but this is what happened.
And by throwing it away, I mean if I tried to resell the tickets, I don't think I recouped any of them. Seth?
Yeah. You okay?
Seth?
Yeah.
As you can see, this driver on his right side swerved into his lane at the last moment without putting his light on. The driver had a good reflex and was able to avoid any accident, but I don't understand these people who think they are alone on the roads, or even less when they change lanes before looking if a car is coming or not. I've noticed that if someone is keeping pace with even a tiny open spot in front of you, they're likely about to whip over, whether there's room or not. A quick-thinking truck driver narrowly escaped disaster when his vehicle tipped over while attempting to navigate a river crossing. Dramatic footage captures the driver trying to plow through deep water before the heavy goods vehicle lost balance and toppled onto the muddy bank.
Não, né? Desligar o motor. Não, né? Não, que vai dar isso ainda. Porra!
As the truck tilted onto two wheels and began to crash onto its side, the driver reacted swiftly, scrambling across the cabin and squeezing through the window. He climbed onto the door, perched on the edge, and then tumbled safely onto the bank, just as the vehicle came crashing down. Despite the ordeal, the driver immediately sprang to his feet, covered in mud and appearing to limp slightly on his left leg. He seemed intent on returning to the cabin, possibly to retrieve something valuable left behind. However, his companion, who recorded the incident, shouted warnings to keep him away from the steaming vehicle, which could pose further danger. The video, shared online last night, has already garnered over 34,000 views. Viewers praised the driver's agility and quick reflexes, marveling at his lucky escape from what could have been a fatal accident. This terrifying event was recorded during the recent earthquakes that hit Japan. They stopped the ski lift, and at the beginning, the shakes were not so strong, but after just a few minutes, this is what the users had to go through. As you can see, these earthquakes are terrifying, as you don't know if the lift can sustain the strength of it. In another clip at the ski resort, a man can be seen protecting his family next to a boutique, but I think it would be a better idea if they would go in the street or away from any buildings. I still don't know if it's scarier to be in the air or on the ground while a massive earthquake like this is shaking the country. Unfortunately, this event claimed the life of many people in other regions of the country. I think this next clip shows was totally avoidable even more because there was absolutely no one other than him. He started to look down for something but didn't know the road was elevated, and this is what happened to him.
damn it. God damn it.
Using the door window to climb out makes sense to reduce damages, but as others have stated before, the vehicle is totaled. Also, trucks typically span well beyond 6 feet wide, and that drop can be dangerous, especially if you're mid-40s, 50s. Kicking the front window out is not only safer, it's also recommended and designed as an emergency exit. Since he rolled over, it would make sense that the emergency exit is his safest way out of that vehicle. Thankfully, he is fine.